Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Sam Howell getting to make his NFL debut this upcoming Sunday for the Washington Commanders. Although Taylor Heinicke will get the start, it is being said that Sam Howell will be playing at some point in Week 18 against the Dallas Cowboys. The Commanders are now going to make Carson Wentz the third string quarterback, as he will be inactive for them. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. What is your reaction to Sam Howell getting the play for the Commanders in Week 18? And my answer to that is I'm pretty freaking hyped up that my guy, Sam Howell, is going to end up playing for the Washington Commanders. Now, Sam Howell, he's a quarterback that I've always been pretty high on. I always said that this guy could play in the NFL. I always said that Sam Howell, even though that some people say that his arm is not very good, he actually has a very good arm. I've always said that he has underrated athleticism. He has that. He's a good runner. He's a good thrower of the football. He's very, very accurate with the football. And this guy is a gamer. He's a baller. He's a shot caller. This is exactly what Sam Howell is built to do. Now, look, I understand that Sam Howell, he might not be the biggest guy. He might not be the fastest guy. He might not be the most elusive guy. But what he is he is a guy that has a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, a lot of determination to do what he does at the highest level. I mean, he's kind of like Taylor Heinicke, but more talented. I mean, as a guy that I've been watching football, I like Taylor Heinicke, but I always knew that he has severe physical limitations. And Sam Howell is basically Taylor Heinicke, but he has better physical traits, which means that he's going to be a really good starter in the NFL. I'm really excited to see what Sam Howell can do, and I think that he's going to go out there and he's going to perform well for the Washington Commanders. Am I going to sit up here and say he's going to win for them in Week 18? No, I don't think that's going to happen. They're playing against a 12-4 Dallas Cowboys team that is red hot right now, and they're probably going to win their game, get to 13-4. They're probably going to beat the Commanders. I mean, the Commanders at this point, they have nothing to play for. They're already eliminated from playoff contention. So at this point, the Washington Commanders, they have nothing to play for other than for pride. But I like to see what Sam Howell can do out there. I think Sam Howell, I think he's more than ready for the task to get the job done that he needs to get done for the Washington Commanders, because this guy, he can swing the football, and he showed that he was very good when he played in the preseason for the Washington Commanders. I mean, I watched this guy play. As a Panthers fan, I saw him play against the Carolina Panthers in his first preseason game, and I saw a guy that made a lot of NFL cowboy throws, a guy that knew when to scramble, how to avoid the pressure, how to run. I believe he ran for 2 touchdowns against my team in the preseason. He would have made a fourth quarter comeback if their defense didn't keep getting so many flags in that final drive. So I was really amazed to see what they could do. So Sam Howell, he did what he was supposed to do. And throughout preseason, he just kept making the good reads. He even got reps against the first team during training camp, which clearly means this coaching staff somewhat believes in Sam Howell. I understand that they didn't play Sam Howell earlier in the year, but that's because Ron Rivera, he's notorious for not playing rookies. He doesn't like to play young guys if he doesn't have to. It's also because they had 2 veteran quarterbacks on their roster already. They already had Carson Wentz. I'll get to him a little bit later. And they already had Taylor Heinicke, a guy that has been Ron Rivera's system for many years. Okay. And that's why he was the third string quarterback. It wasn't because he couldn't play. It was because they were focused on getting the veteran quarterbacks as many reps as possible. The Washington Commanders gave up 3 draft picks to acquire Carson Wentz, something like that, 2 or 3 draft picks. Either way, it was multiple. They took on the bulk of his entire contract, so they're paying him $28.2 million this year to make Carson Wentz their starting quarterback. I mean, look, they're not going to make Carson Wentz the third string quarterback if they don't have to. The only reason they're making him the third string quarterback is because he was playing god awful against the Cleveland Browns, and the Washington Commanders are also eliminated from playoff contention at this point. So they really have nothing to gain by playing Carson Wentz. So that's why Carson Wentz was the starter for them. I'm not a believer in Carson Wentz. I have never been a believer in Carson Wentz. You guys could check what I've said about him in the past. I always said that he was vastly overrated by NFL fans and media. And I always said that he was not the guy that can take you to the playoffs when you need him the most, at least on a consistent basis. And as for playing Taylor Heinicke, I mean, look, Taylor Heinicke, he has too much experience in the Rivera system, and he's also too good to be a third string quarterback. I mean, some people say that Taylor Heinicke is a starting caliber quarterback. I'm not going to go sit up here and tell y'all that he should be a starting caliber quarterback. I mean, he's just simply too small to be playing at the NFL level, and he misses on a lot of throws. He has some serious accuracy issues. I understand that he's really good at getting the ball to Terry McLaurin, but he misses a lot of basic NFL throws. The point that I'm trying to say is he's a backup caliber NFL quarterback, And if Taylor Heinicke and Sam Howell were on the same level, Ron Rivera was always going to name Taylor Heinicke the backup quarterback to Carson Wentz. It's as simple as that. I mean, Sam Howell had to play like a superstar in order for Ron Rivera to even name him the backup quarterback as far as I'm concerned. But either way, though, I'm excited that Sam Howell is going to be getting reps for the Washington Commanders. I'm hoping that he's going to do really well. You guys have to remember that I had Sam Howell as my QB2 of the 2022 draft class, so I valued him pretty highly. I actually had him as a borderline first-round grade at the quarterback position. I think he should have been taken at least in the second round at the bare minimum. I mean, that's how good I think Sam Howell is as a quarterback. I couldn't believe that he fell all the way down to the fifth round. I find it preposterous that he was even in that position to begin with. Sam Howell, he's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I'm really going to be excited to see what he can do. But I also want to let you guys know that if he does bad this Sunday, I don't think that should be held against him because it's just one game. I mean, we've seen plenty of guys struggle in their first starts and they turn out to be just fine. But I also don't want people to overreact to Sam Howell and say he's the man. He's going to be the second coming of Tom Brady or whatever if he does really well this Sunday. He's not even going to be getting a lot of reps anyway because Taylor Heinicke is going to get the start now. For me personally, I wish that he had gotten all the reps and that he would be starting all of this game. But you know what? Some reps is better than no reps. So I'm just really excited to see him play. I'm really hoping that he does well. He's got to represent UNC football really well because he is a quarterback from UNC. So I'm rooting for the guy really hard. He also lived in Indian Trail growing up. That's not too far from where I grew up as far as I'm concerned. So really rooting for him. He's a good hometown kid to root for. And he also went to my favorite college. So I'm really excited for that, for him to be playing at the NFL level. I'm hoping that he's going to make the most out of this opportunity because you don't know when you're going to get another one. But I really am excited to see what Sam Howell can do. I mean, let's see what this kid has. I really believe that he's a gamer and he's a baller and he's going to be able to make the throws that is going to impress a lot of people. I think Sam Howell might even surprise the Cowboys defense a bit. But as far as I see him making a game-winning drive for him being the Cowboys, I don't really see it happening. The Cowboys, they just got too much to play for. They're not going to lose to a team that's going to be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, at this point. So the Dallas Cowboys, they're probably going to win their game. But I just hope for Sam Howell that he's going to play really well. So that is why I am very excited to see Sam Howell playing for the Commanders in Week 18 against the Cowboys. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran and @SportsGuyTalking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video. Comment down below. Check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.